Hi, community group leaders and teachers. I hope y'all are doing well, having a fabulous day. And I'm excited I get to bring to you this week's Leadership Minute. This is one more tool that you can have in your tool belt to lead more effectively. This month, I'm taking a bit of a shift from where we've been the last couple of months, and I want to look specifically at the Jesus model of leadership, specifically leadership through multiplication. What does it look like for us as leaders in our community groups to multiply ourselves by pouring and investing into others to intentionally pass on our faith and impart that into other people? Now, throughout this series, I'm going to be referencing a book by a guy that Francis Chan highly recommends, Mike Breen, and his book, Building a Discipleship Culture. You can probably pick this book up on Amazon. It's pretty affordable. It's a little dense. It's thick, as you can see. It's got a lot of heavy content, but it's a really good book that offers some great leadership principles on how you can multiply your faith by doing what Jesus did, intentionally investing in a few people. And so this week, as we are starting off our series in looking at Jesus' model of ministry and intentionally investing in others and leadership through multiplication, I want to highlight the very most basic thing, and that's looking around you, being very observant around you, and intentionally picking 2 or 3 people to invest in. Now, Jesus chose 12 people to invest in, but even of those 12, he focused on 3 specific individuals that had incredible leadership capacity and poured into them. Part of our job, I believe, as leaders in following the Jesus way is to do just that. Look around us and be very intentional in looking for 2 or 3 people in our community groups or in our spheres of influence that the Lord is highlighting, that the Lord wants to challenge to grow in their faith and raise the bar to the next level. As we intentionally spend time investing in them, sharing with them what we do, why we do what we do, how we do what we do, and then giving them opportunities to actually try that and live it out by doing the same things that we're doing, we're beginning to follow that Jesus model of intentionally investing in a few people, teaching them how to do what we do, why we do what we do, letting them see that, and even asking some questions and allowing them to ask some questions of us, but ultimately by passing responsibilities along to them. Now, over the course of this month, we will look at a little bit more tangibles for what that looks like in our modern day and in our community groups. But this week, I want to challenge you, begin to pray through in your community group, who does the Lord want you to invest in? Who does the Lord want to challenge, to stretch, and to grow in their faith? Because as a leader, I bet there are 2 or 3 people in your group that the Lord wants you to personally pour into and invest in. And so begin praying and come up with a short list. And next week when we get back together, I'm going to give you some tools for some simple things you can do to start the process of investing in them and pouring into them. I hope you have a great week, and I pray that you have an incredible time in your group this week. Hey, God bless.